If you're a perfectionist and you want to impact millions of people, listen up. Welcome to Speakers Are Leaders podcast with Harry Sardinas and Lily Patrascu. Discover how to become a charismatic speaker and leader so you can attract ideal clients and business collaborations. Perfection is something you may aspire to, but it's never going to happen. You can do your best in terms of preparing, of rehearsing, looking over your presentation many times, but you have to understand your presentation will never be perfect. You can just simply do your best and look at all the different aspects where it could possibly go wrong and fix them. But I think that's as far as you can go. And you have to just simply understand and accept that every single time that you speak, you are going to get a little bit better. And as long as you're making progress every time, you are on your way towards success.
Let's face it, there is no such a thing as perfection. Look at me. So I remember once, let me tell you a story. I remember once I was doing a conference with Lily in the Hilton, and everything was going so well. We have over 200 people in the audience. It was a multi-speaker event. A lot of high-profile speakers already spoke. And then I'm on the stage, and I'm even happy. I say, "Wow, this is amazing! How well is going this conference?" That's strange because always something happened, and everything was going so perfect that while I'm speaking, I hear bam on my right, and when I look at, it was the screen for the projector. The screen for the projector just fall, and it was just a meter away from the first row of the audience. And I'm thinking how this has happened, how this can actually happen. A projector screen just fall. Maybe it was a little bit of wind. I don't know what happened, but I remember that I smiled and I said, "Don't worry about it. We have the second screen here." And I continue speaking like nothing happened. I actually diminished the incident. This is what you need to do if you're a perfectionist. The problem and the challenge that we have is that when we are speaking in public and we want everything to be perfect, as soon as something goes out of the what it was planned, then you make a big deal out of it. So in my what would be the second option, if I stop the conference, go to this place where this screen fall, start to try to raise this screen up, then it's gonna fall again because you need two people. Then I need to pick someone for the audience to raise this up. So there, I will gonna spend maybe 20 minutes try to put that back, yeah, and then we remove the main attention of what I was speaking. So things are not perfect and will never be perfect when you are on the stage. And if you're a perfectionist, the only um, the only advice that I have for you is to rehearse as much as you can and be prepared to improvise. Yeah. I remember also one time, Lily, the clicker got a stick and the PowerPoint started to pass really fast, one slide after the other one, blah, 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 blah. And Lily's looking at me and say, "I don't know what to do." And I just told Lily, "Okay, you know what? Tell a story." And Lily said, "For how long?" And I said, "I don't know. Keep talking until I can fix the computer." So improvise and minimize the imperfections is your best friend when you're on the stage.
Anytime you notice an imperfection that happens during your speech, whether it's something that happens in the environment or whether it's something that happens with you, try your best to minimize the problem and remember that the show must go on. And what that means is that instead of you focusing your attention and the attention of the audience on what's going wrong, for example, let's say if you were supposed to say something and you forgot, just go over it smiling as if nothing happened, because the audience doesn't know what you are supposed to cover in that particular spot. So that's your moment to skip it. And then if you remember it later, just bring it back in, because again, the audience doesn't know what you're supposed to cover. Secondly, the show must go on in the sense that you have to understand that you're focused there is to give the best possible experience to the audience. And you're going to do that if you create a seamless experience for them. It's all about them. It's all about how they experience you. It's all about how you are able to create this amazing, this incredible, this impressive experience for them. And if you start to focus on something bad that happened, you are going to ruin everyone's experience. Now, I'll give you an example. I saw, for example, Taylor Swift was singing in front of, I don't know, 80,000 people in a stadium. And I noticed that there was a guy who jumped on stage, managed to grab her leg, and trying to kind of get hold of her. Okay. Now, what did she do? In that situation, I think a lot of people would have been terrified and they would have made a big scene and stopped the concert, and or even would have needed a few minutes to recompose themselves. But what did she do? She just literally shook her leg off. Then the bodyguard stepped in and grabbed the guy, and she just continued singing as if nothing. In the same way, I saw the same thing happening with Beyonce, and I thought, wow, this is such an amazing thing. And this is something that you can leverage for anything in your life, not only for public speaking. And when you notice something going wrong, you just find a way to shift the attention of the people to something else that is going right. And you bring in another story, and that's how you create a great experience for everybody else. Whereas if you stop everyone's experience because someone is doing something, and then you're then ruining everyone's experience. Okay. The other thing is that you need to remember that the show must go on. Anything that happens in the room needs to be dealt with by you in the most professional way, so that you are you come across as a professional speaker, as an entertaining, impactful speaker, and people don't remember you for the thing that went wrong. They remember you for everything that went right.
To sum up, there is no perfection in public speaking. Otherwise, look at Harry. Bye for now.
Follow us for more charismatic speaker and leader tips.